Hey, may profits be upon you. This morning at 6 o'clock, well, 6:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, uh, I put out a uh, a trade idea in the chat room. If you just visit, you look down on this screen, you'll be able to see the places where I hang out with the YouTube channel and my and the other websites in the description. All right, you'll see the buttons down there. You'll see where I'm at. All right. Anyway, I put out that in the chat room. Put out this. All right. I made a comment about this lovely morning star formation, and this is a bullish candlestick formation, very bullish, and this one is almost picture perfect. And I said that price would come down to about here and then take off. Why did I pick here? Because, my dear friends, it is the top of this candle. Why would I pick the top of that candle? Well, it's not the top of the candle that matters. It's the entire candle body, the body and the wicks, the entire range of price that this candle makes. This forms a bullish order block, and price. I think it makes sense that price, after rating the sell side liquidity of these lows, right? You would think price is going to start, has enough fuel to start making a move up. And that's exactly what it is doing. That's exactly what I thought it would do. And it makes sense that it's doing that. All right. So it mitigates the bullish order block here, and then starts making its way up. Now, you might say, well, oops, did one too many. I'm sorry. So, what happens here? What is this mess? What is this whole thing? What's happening there? Well, that's just the my illustration of the range of this bearish leg of price. All right, this is the structure here. It's a bearish leg, and when you have an impulsive move like that, you expect a retracement at some point, and that retracement usually comes to about 50 to 61 8 to 703. If you're looking at Fibonacci's, but you wanted to become past the 50% of this trading range. You wanted to retrace to the 50%, because this upper portion, the upper part of the 50%, is the premium price, and the bottom part is the discount price. You want to take your longs from up here, you want to take your shorts from down there, to down there, and from down here to up there. Excuse me. So uh, that's the way I illustrate it. There's an area in the middle here that I don't like taking trades from. I like to take my shorts from up here, or my longs from down here. You can get kind of messed up in here sometimes, because you can get wicked out of prices, wicked out of trades and all. But in either case, that's what I was looking for this morning, right? Uh, Hold on. All right, getting interrupted by a call. So that was the call this morning, and what do we have? This is now price. If we get a close up here, it happened like I thought it would. You see that little red dot there? That's the entry price. Why? Because this is the demand zone here, and you're right at the top of the demand zone. You're waiting for price to come back down here. That's what I was waiting for. And price did come back there. You can see it clearly on the 15-minute. All right. Price forms the three candle bodies I like to see in a demand zone, and comes up, forms it, comes back to mitigate it, and then makes its way up. Now it pulled back after this nice impulsive move, but and it retraced, but then you see it came back up a little bit higher, taking that high out. So I'm looking for this to come retrace again. This is an impulsive move. we have to get a correction, right? So it comes down, we come back up, and I'm thinking, price is going to come up here. Now, what do I have this yellow line here for? I'm glad you asked. You guys are good. Let's go back to the 4 hour. All right. The reason why I have that there is because it's forming a fair value gap. All right. This is where price uh, gaps down insofar as there's nothing but sells there, nothing but sells. And it's an imbalanced move. And what price likes to do in the markets is rebalance that which is imbalanced. You see this imbalance here? There's nothing but buys here, all right? In order for price to work, all right, buyers have to it needs sellers and sellers need buyers in order to move price. That's the way liquidity works here, right? And what did price do? It came back down and rebalanced that imbalancement. All right, you can see it here. Big imbalancement. Price comes back and corrects all of that. All right, balances out all of that. All right, and then that's the repeat. You'll see it rinse, wash, and repeat the whole time. So I'm looking for this imbalance to be uh, uh, you know, rebalanced. I want price to mitigate into that. All right. Well, that not mitigate as in uh, a order block. I just mean that it'll tap into this because there's a lot of liquidity here. There's a lot of sellers here. All right. And the way the market makers will do is go out, knock them out, take out their stop losses for liquidity, and then continue in the trend that it's in. And I'm looking for price to continue down with a lower low. What you did here, breaking this line, or breaking all that market structure, we got a close below it, so it's a very bearish indication. And I'm looking for price to make that low, make a lower high, and then a new lower low. When price gets up here in this fair value gap, I want to take, that's what this red line is for, that red arrow. I want to take a short, and I want to hold that short until we reach this bottom, take out most of it, and let price pull back up because it's going to take out, just like it did here and here. It's going to take out a lot of liquidity, and it's going to take out a lot of buyers there. All right, people who took those buys left their stop loss there. It's going to come raid those stop losses and find juice to come back up for a pullback, just like it's doing here, to make a lower high. And I'm looking for that to continue low until it doesn't. All right, I'm just going to follow the trend because it is my friend, and so are you. All right, so this is a buy to sell move that I'm hoping that you might be in, and I'm hoping that at the very least you can catch the sell part once it gets past the 50% of this bearish leg. Once it gets past there, start looking for your sell setups and ride it and hold it until it gets to that bottom line. Okay, so to recap, just looking at this bullish candlestick formation called the Morning Star, right? Looking forward to pullback and then come up, hit right almost exactly where I needed it to. Pow, and we're off. It was a little bit of a funky little ride. Little, it gave and it took and then it gave back. So I'm looking forward to balance out. We'll probably do. Oh, come on! I just did that. All right, it'll probably do this kind of thing, and then it may sweep this low before it goes, and then it pops up, and I'll be looking for the sell setups once it gets up here. Let me know what you think about my sell, my buy to sell idea. Let me know if you got in, if you benefited from this video. Do make sure you hit the like button, all right, and consider subscribing because why not? It's free, and there's a possibility that you can be inspired or motivated and be educated. Oh, there are worse things in the world that could happen to you, right? I will see you in the next video. May profits be upon you.